Welcome, friends, to a time long past. Our journey takes us to 1 Chronicles chapter 27, where the intricate tapestry of King David's army is woven before our very eyes. We'll delve into the heart of this mighty force, exploring the 12 divisions that stood ready to answer their king's call. Join me as we uncover the stories of these commanders, their lineage, and the weight of responsibility they carried on their shoulders. Our chronicle begins with Jashobeam, son of Zabdiel, a descendant of Perez. He commanded the 1st Division, a force of 24,000 men strong. For the first month, the responsibility for the defense of Israel rested on his shoulders. Jashobeam stood as chief among all the army officers, a testament to his wisdom and experience. He was the first among equals, a mentor and a guide to those who served alongside him. In the grand tapestry of David's army, Jashobeam's thread shines brightly, a testament to the caliber of men who dedicated their lives to safeguarding their people. As the first month drew to a close, the mantle of responsibility passed to Dodai the Ahohite. Another 24,000 warriors stood ready at his command, their loyalty unwavering. Dodai, a name that speaks of strength and unwavering resolve. Chosen to lead in the 2nd month, he was entrusted with the safety and security of his people. At his side stood Mikloth, his trusted lieutenant, a leader among men. Together they formed a formidable pair, their combined experience a bulwark against any threat. Each month, a new general, a fresh perspective, ensured that the army remained vigilant, adaptable, and ever ready to face the unknown. With the arrival of the 3rd month, the command shifted to Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, a man whose reputation preceded him. The scriptures tell us he was a mighty warrior, one of the 30, David's elite guard. Benaiah was not simply a leader, he was a legend in his own time, a symbol of courage and martial prowess. He was a man who led from the front, inspiring his troops with his own unwavering bravery. Benaiah entrusted his own son, Ammizabad, with the leadership of his division. It was this unshakable bond of loyalty and kinship that made David's army such a formidable force. The 4th month dawned, and with it came the turn of Asahel, brother of the legendary Joab. Asahel, whose name even today evokes tales of valor and sacrifice. Though he was gone, his legacy lived on in the 24,000 men who marched under his son's command. Zebediah, a chip off the old block, now carried the weight of his father's legacy on his young shoulders. It is a testament to Asahel's parenting, to the values he instilled in his son, that Zebediah was deemed worthy to lead such a force. For in the army of David, lineage alone was not enough. It was merit, courage, and unwavering loyalty that earned a man his place in the ranks. The 5th month belonged to Shamhuth, the Israelite. History whispers his name, a fleeting mention in the grand narrative of David's reign. Yet let us not mistake brevity for insignificance. For Shamhuth, like the commanders before him, bore the immense responsibility of leading 24,000 men. He, too, dedicated his life to the defense of his people, his name etched in the annals of history alongside the giants of his age. We may not know the details of his campaigns, but we can be certain that he faced each challenge with courage and resolve. In the grand tapestry of David's army, every thread, every soldier, every commander played a vital role in ensuring the safety and security of their nation. As the 6th month arrived, command fell to Ira, son of Ikkesh, a name that resonates with strength and lineage, for Ira was a man born into service. His father, Ikkesh, was a renowned warrior, one of David's mighty men. Ira no doubt grew up in the shadow of his father's accomplishments, learning the art of war, the importance of discipline, the value of loyalty. And now he stood ready to lead, his father's example a guiding light on his path. 24,000 men looked to him for guidance, for inspiration, for the strategic brilliance that would lead them to victory. Ira understood that true leadership was not about personal glory, but about serving something far greater than oneself. It was about protecting the innocent, upholding justice, and ensuring the survival of his people. The 7th month ushered in Helez the Pelonite, an Ephraimite who rose through the ranks to command. His story speaks to the inclusivity of David's army, a force that drew strength from all corners of the kingdom. Helez, a man of Ephraim, proved that courage and leadership knew no tribal boundaries. His presence as a commander sent a powerful message that in David's army, merit trumped lineage, skill outweighed origin. It was this spirit of unity, this shared sense of purpose, that made David's army such a formidable force on the battlefield. The 8th month belonged to Sibbecai the Hushathite, a man whose name echoed with the roar of past triumphs. For Sibbecai was no ordinary soldier. He was one of David's mighty men, a warrior renowned for his strength and courage. Legend has it that Sibbecai faced down a giant in single combat, securing victory for his people. His soldiers drew inspiration from his past exploits, knowing that they were led by a man who had stared death in the face and emerged victorious. Sibbecai's story reminds us that true leadership is about rising to the challenge, facing down our fears and fighting for what we believe in. As the 9th month arrived, command passed to Abiezer the Anathothite, a proud son of Benjamin. The Benjamites were renowned for their skill with the bow, and Abiezer was no exception. He was a master archer, his aim true, his arrows swift and deadly. Imagine, if you will, the sight of Abiezer on the battlefield, his eyes scanning the enemy ranks, his bow singing a deadly song. But Abiezer was more than just a skilled archer. He was a leader of men, a strategist who understood the importance of discipline and coordination on the battlefield. He led his men with wisdom and courage, inspiring them to fight, not just for themselves, but for each other, for their king, and for the future of their nation. The 10th month ushered in Maharai, the Netophathite, a man whose name speaks of steadfastness and unwavering resolve. He was a Zerahite, a descendant of a family known for its loyalty and courage. Maharai, like the commanders before him, understood the weight of responsibility that came with leading 24,000 men. He knew that the lives of his soldiers, the safety of his people, rested on his shoulders. Maharai's story reminds us that true leadership is about serving something far greater than ourselves. It is about putting the needs of others before our own, standing firm in the face of adversity, and never giving up hope. With the 11th month came the 2nd Benaiah, this one hailing from Pirathon in Ephraim, a namesake of the mighty warrior who commanded during the 3rd month. This Benaiah, too, carried the weight of expectation on his shoulders. The fact that 2 men named Benaiah rose to such high ranks in David's army speaks to the quality of leadership that permeated the ranks. This 2nd Benaiah, hailing from Ephraim, further underscores the diversity of David's army, a force that drew strength from all corners of the kingdom. As he took command of his division, he carried with him the hopes and aspirations of his people, their trust placed firmly in his capable hands. Finally, as the year drew to a close, command fell to Heldai, the Netophathite, a descendant of the venerable Othniel. Othniel, you may recall, was a judge of Israel, a warrior who delivered his people from oppression. Heldai, carrying the legacy of his illustrious ancestor, stepped into his role with a deep sense of duty and responsibility. He understood that leadership was not a right, but a privilege, a sacred trust passed down through generations. As the year ended and a new one dawned, Heldai stood ready, guiding his division with the same unwavering resolve that had characterized the leaders of Israel for generations. And so we come to the end of our journey through the ranks of David's army, a force that stood as a testament to the strength and unity of a nation. These 12 commanders, each with their own unique story, represent the diverse tapestry of Israel itself. May their legacy inspire us to embrace the values of courage, integrity and selflessness, and to strive always to build a world where peace and justice prevail.